Right, today we're going to talk about the final walkthrough and what that means and the purpose for that for the buyer, and also what that means for the seller. So I get asked this a lot of times from sellers, especially when we get close to the end of a transaction and then a buyer schedules a final walkthrough and the seller's like, why are they coming out again? Typically the seller's in the midst and throes of moving and it's often inconvenient, and all of a sudden the buyer pops up and wants to make another visit to the property, right before closing. So the final walkthrough is the buyer's final chance to see the property that they're purchasing, their final opportunity to walk through and make sure that the property is still in the same condition as it was when they made an offer on it. And that is the way the purchase and sale agreement reads. And it's the seller's responsibility to maintain the property in its current condition until closing. And if something was to happen, or if a window was to break, or if sheetrock gets damaged as the seller's moving, or what have you, then it's the seller's responsibility to make those repairs prior to buyer taking possession. And this is buyer's opportunity to get a chance to see the home one last time before they make a major, go through the process of a major closing. So I'm going to share my screen with you and just show you this. So this is the purchase and sale agreement. Once again, this is paragraph F, closing in possession. I've highlighted a piece of this paragraph that talks about this walkthrough. Seller shall maintain the property in its present condition, normal wear and tear accepted, until the buyer is provided possession. Seller shall either repair or replace any system or appliance, including but not limited to plumbing, heat, electrical, and all included items that become inoperative or malfunctions prior to closing, with a system or appliance of at least equal quality. Buyer reserves the right to walk through the property within 5 days of closing to verify that seller has maintained the property and systems appliances as required in this paragraph. So, as you can see, it's the seller's responsibility to maintain the property. That also includes mowing the grass, keeping up with the yard. And also it's buyer's opportunity in that final walkthrough to make sure all the appliances that are supposed to be there are still there. So that's ultimately the purpose. Rarely do we run into any kind of issues with final walkthroughs, but there are times when we do, and it's the buyer's opportunity to make sure the seller's going to address those items before they go in, sign their final documents, and wire usually a significant chunk of money to close on the property. If you have any other questions about real estate, or how things work in the purchase and sale agreement, or just any questions in general, feel free to reach me. My cell phone's the best place to connect. 206-949-3793. We'll talk to you soon.